The American flag, tattered and racist, and should be changed. This, according to Macy Gray, a has-been black female singer who hasn't done anything in 20 years except be on the far fringe left of the progressive movement, was published by Market Watch with an op-ed. Why Market Watch decided to put a critical race theory stupid article in their rag is, I don't get it. But she argues that because the American flag is not inclusive, that of all the people that live in this country, that it needs to have 2 stars added, one for Washington, D.C., and one for the territory of Puerto Rico. My response to that is no. The District of Columbia was not and should never be considered a state. The people that work there come from other states. They commute from Maryland and Virginia for the most part. People who choose to live there are represented through Congress and the constitutional process. And if they don't like that, they can move to Virginia or Maryland and commute in like everybody else. With respect to Puerto Rico, well, I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is a territory, and they get to decide as a people there about whether they want to be considered for statehood. And then there is a constitutional process for adding a new state, and that goes through Congress as well. And, that's up to them, and nobody except them are saying no. So they get to decide. They get to decide and argue that. But to come back to the flag, what this person, Macy Gray, is saying is that the colors of the flag, the American flag, should be changed, have all white removed and turned to beige or off-white, and that the stars should be rainbow and represent the skin color of people in this country. And I'm thinking, no, we don't need to do that. But the bigger issue I have is that it would have to require some extraordinary thing to cause the greatest symbol of freedom and liberty to be changed. Now, if we do end up adding a state like Puerto Rico, that's simple. You add a star, because that's what the stars are for. The rest of the flag is there, and it symbolizes for a reason. For a reason. And that intent has never been changed, ever. So, we can't. We can't. And if you haven't seen the article, Google it, and then, your head will blow up too. And as a black guy, me, and some would argue that I'm not, right, or not black enough, and that's, to them. But I totally disagree with that. And yes, there are people in this country who would rather that people like me in darker versions not be here. That is a small minority. I don't care what the FBI terrorist group says. You don't go out and start being afraid of every white person that you see. Yeah. And there are stupid black people who, the Not Fucking Around coalition group, fortunately, we don't see them anymore. They were stupid to begin with. And they represented craziness, right? But we're America, so our freedom of speech and freedom of assembly allows stupid to be visible. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because I'd rather see stupid than have stupid be hidden from me. So that's my rant, because it is. And if you like the channel, thanks for coming by. Subscribe, hit the button, the bell button. Thanks for watching, and carry on.